Cowork continues to surprise me. One of the biggest customer asks that I received today is how can I leverage Copilot to access my planner task data? And really, there haven't been any options available to us for the entirety of Copilot's existence. And so I had a thought, can Cowork directly access my planners? Well, as we can see inside of here, I thought maybe I could add my work content and nothing planner specific. But then I realized I can call our graph APIs. So, can the graph APIs access all of that rich planner data? You better believe they can. So, let's navigate through today how to leverage Cowork to create a weekly briefing report on the variety of tasks happening within our planner instances. Hey everyone, my name is Nick Harris. I am a senior Copilot Cloud Solution Architect with Microsoft. Welcome to the Microsoft 365 Copilot Connection, where we provide you the latest updates, use cases, tips, and tricks in relation to Copilot experiences. So, just as a very quick review for the content we'll be looking at, I have this planner titled Contoso Mobile App Version 2 Launch. And there's a variety of tasks within a variety of buckets directly inside of here. Final UI mockups, API integrations, testing plans. And so, if we navigate into the task work, we can see there are some descriptions, due dates, priorities, as well as maybe some comments that we've added in here as well. And a lot of this data is very useful. From a project manager perspective, though, it's somewhat hard to track and ensure that you're aware of everything that's changing and evolving and being updated within this direct plan. So let's change that with Cowork. So, just for the sake of transparency, I did create the entirety of this process with Cowork, all the prompt material and template information in order to provide a weekly briefing report. I will have this prompt in the description below if you want to take this and modify it to make it your own. Specifically, all I need to do here is indicate to Cowork what is the particular plan, as well as who do I want the weekly briefing email to go to, and what should the subject line read. So I've inserted my information, and I've also included a planner weekly briefing template HTML file. And this is going to be leveraged by the email so that way I have a nice branded email for the AI to send to me. If you want to create your own template file for how you want your tasks and materials to be laid out, feel free to ask Cowork to do it for you and apply that template to your email. Here's what mine, in theory, should look like. So here's the overall branded template. It should include our planner name, reporting period, an executive summary of all the tasks, whether they're completed or in progress, not started or overdue, completion percentage, any tasks updated this week, recent comments, overdue items, upcoming milestones. So we submit our prompt and let's see what Copilot does for us. And there we go, we've hit completion. It's been just a little bit under 10 minutes now at this point. Let's check out the overall output and then see if it sent us our email. So, scrolling back to the top here, it looks like it's navigated through finding the planner that we're looking for. It's querying the graph, it's finding the HTML template. Looks like it's then doing some additional searching and such as well. And some of the initial searches, it didn't really find what it was looking for, but then it's trying like different approaches built in here too. Eventually, it did find the Project Falcon group and the planner that's included within that particular group, and then pulled all the task work out. Queried the graph again. I will say, general note, one thing I did notice is that it didn't initially have the ability to find the description of the task item and any comments. So I built into the prompt having it look for the emails directly in the associated mailbox that would be aligned whenever any comment is submitted on a task item in Planner. And it's able to pull the comments in that way. So pretty cool there. Again, Cowork did all of that work for me. Navigating through, searching for some people, aggregating all of the data, building the briefing report, applying it to the particular template, and then submitting the briefing to output. So let's check out the email. And here's our email. And again, I'm just blown away with how nice Cowork can make the information we're attempting to aggregate and look at in very particular ways into a form that's very easy to read and understand. So it does align the template, the executive summary information, the total amount of tasks, the overall completion percentage. Here are tasks updated this week. In theory, this should only pull tasks that have been updated within the previous 7 days as a part of our requirements. It does indicate what the task is, the bucket it aligns to, who it is assigned to, any status or priority, and its due date. I can then scroll down. I have a full comments list so I can see per task what are the particular comments that were found via the comment email notifications that are submitted. I can see who submitted the comment and the date the comment was submitted against that item for just an overall status report of updates. Scroll down. We have an amount of overdue and at risk items with the amount of days that are overdue, again, who it's assigned to, and then finally, any upcoming milestones or tasks that are needing to be complete very soon so I can do my follow ups to ensure that we're on point. Now, this is really cool to be able to manually run this style of briefing report, but I would really want this to run automatically. And in this case, since it's a weekly briefing report, we would want this to run on a weekly basis, maybe every Monday morning, as example. So, another great capability that Cowork provides is the ability to schedule prompts. Let's do it. So in this case, my prompt will be schedule this prompt to run every Monday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. And now after just a few seconds of work, we can see what is the scheduled prompt. So you'll notice here we can generate that weekly briefing report. We can then activate and run this. Also, general note, each scheduled run opens in a new session. I can either have this prompt automatically run in the exact same chat session I am in now, or create brand new sessions. In this case, I'm going to toggle this off. And the reasoning why behind this approach is because I am referencing that HTML template file, and that is a part of the input that I've provided from my originating prompt. And for the sake of consistency and structure, I always want that exact same template to apply. So we'll run this in the exact same chat session. Now I'll activate and run. As a quick edit, that actually was not quite correct. If I had directly uploaded the file into the chat conversation and I found the file under the input folder, you see I don't have any file there, the keep in the same session option would be something I would recommend. However, I had referenced that template file from my OneDrive. So, since I'd referenced it from my OneDrive, it honestly doesn't matter if I start a new session or not. But if you do have particular files you've directly uploaded and are stored in the input folder, make sure if you're using those to reference this same session. And there we see now it's validated the entirety of the process again and generated the scheduled prompt. Now, the scheduled prompt can be leveraged under the details area of the Cowork experience. As you can see, I can directly deactivate or activate the prompt from this single form conversation. I can also click and open up the prompt details to learn a little bit more or to reconfigure the timings manually if I so choose. However, if you are going to reconfigure any of the timings, you can also just chat with Cowork and it can directly update this for you. Now, with this functionality in mind and the ability to schedule prompts to create rich data sets of information that you can receive, you might wonder, how do I control those scheduled prompts if I'm not in that same chat conversation? Where exactly are they stored? And traditionally, you would think, oh, it's just in the mainline chat experience under the scheduled prompts section. It's not. So, in order to control your scheduled prompts via Cowork, you have to navigate into the Cowork agent experience first. Now, when you look at this Cowork agent home screen, you don't see anything for scheduling. But if you hover over the tasks area, now you can see there's different sections of information provided to you. And one of those is scheduled. So all I have to do is click on the scheduled option, and I can see the course scheduled prompt experience aligned to those conversations for me. I can see exactly when they will run and what the run cadence is. I can also open those up to see a brief overview of what the prompt is, as well as if the runs have succeeded or if they have failed, in which case I can then further validate. You can then click on these particular entries, open them up, navigate to the conversation, and then further modify the scheduling aspect if you so require. So utilize this example as inspiration on new unique ways you can change your approach to work and stay updated on all of that rich information that exists inside of Microsoft 365 or on the public web. There's so many unique ways that you can navigate. Also, general note, I have tested that if you wanted to add planner items directly via Cowork, you can. I actually created that entire planner I showed earlier with Cowork. So that's it for me for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for your support as always. As general note, again, we are going to be providing sessions every Tuesday and Thursday, live streamed here on YouTube on the channel for Copilot Chat unlicensed user experiences every Tuesday and licensed user experiences every single Thursday. Check out the recordings from previous sessions in the live section of the channel and any future sessions coming up all the way through June. If you have any questions on this content, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. If you're not subscribed and you want to stay updated on the latest use cases, tips and tricks, so on and so forth, click that subscribe button. Join the community. We're always glad to have you here. Click that thumbs up button if you like the content as well to support the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, everybody.